Let me sort of synchronize it by saying, and shorten it by simply saying that most blacks who become entertainers, they fail to understand that all they ever will be are just simply employees. Whites never want them to be owners of anything in the entertainment area. They're not owners; they are employees. And once they become employees, and most of them will fall into the pattern of simply hiring white publicists and white managers who will manage their monies, or white accountants who will watch their monies. And in most cases, they need to rip them off or steal it from them. And they're told repeatedly by these various entities that they hire and to be over them, that they are forbidden to be able to be involved in anything that is identifiably black. If they do that, they will lose the possibility of pink showing up on the back of a cornflake box, or advertising Burger King and McDonald's on a TV set, or carrying in advertisements, or even advertising the watches and anything. And so that consequently they're pretty well under control. And for instance, in your most recent football scandals, in those blacks who become too pro-black, they are simply employees for either football teams in either league. They wind up being cut from the draft, or fired, or cut off from their resource, because they never got together and had their own football teams as they had up until 1940s, or their own basketball teams up until 1940, their own baseball teams that they had up until 1940s. When blacks had their own sports teams, they had some power, they were owners, they didn't have to worry about having someone else advertise with them. And so that's the problem, is that black folks, and even the black football players that have been boycotting the singing of the national anthem and the flag, they've yet to explain what's the grounds for them doing it. In most cases, they can say, well, we're doing it because of injustice or Black Lives Matter. That's not the problem. They should be going back showing that the flag itself was written. I mean, the national anthem was written by Francis Scott Key, who was one of the biggest racists in the country. He was a slaveholder. He worked with Andrew Jackson and marching those blacks illegally out of Florida and taking over all that land.
Are you listening?
And they said, well, you blacks are not patriotic. If you work for us, you're employees, you're not patriotic. And if you're kneeling and you're not properly addressing the flag, but they never tell you that nobody in this country is more patriotic than black folk. Black folk were the first people that died at Bunker Hill when the Revolutionary War. First 3 people killed were black folk. They were very patriotic. And when the British tried to burn down Philadelphia and Baltimore, and the 8,000 blacks showed up, and some of them free and some were slaves, they protected the whole city of Baltimore and also of Philadelphia, to keep it from being burned down by the British. It wasn't whites; they protected the damn city and saved both of those cities. And the first people that fired in this country was Southern whites, who are Confederates. They are still the biggest terrorists in America, of the southern states you all call red states. And when the war started, and between the North and the South, nobody was more patriotic than blacks. Almost 85,000 whites got paid commutation fees to the government, so they wouldn't have to go to war. They were scared to go to war and fight for this country. Even during the Civil War, they would not go. They paid 85,000 paid fees to send there to get out of it. And even after the war started, after about the first year or so, almost 257,000 whites who was in the war, they deserted, ran off, deserted the army, and the army made up for it by opening the ranks up to draft about 250,000 blacks who were ex-slaves to fight for this country. And black folk are the only people that fought in every war of this nation, and since the beginning, they're the only people whose country of origin has never fought this country. They're the most patriotic people in this country. But see, the football players, basketball players, and they don't understand the history of racism in America, so they can't make an appropriate explanation to the white folk as to why they're not being non-patriotic by not saluting the flag or singing the national anthem. It's the white Southerners. The white South is still racist. They're still the Confederates. They're all the people that try to destroy this nation. They're the original terrorists in America, are the Southern whites, and all of this is in the new book called The Black History Reader. You can find these things when they buy the book.